Well, Fotis Dulos was supposed to be in Stamford Superior Court at noon today. He had an emergency bond hearing today, and it was known that he may have actually been taken into custody at that point because there may have been issues with his bond, but he obviously never made it down to Stamford. At about 11:54, Farmington police said they got a call to go do a well-being check on Fotis Dulos. They went to his home. They saw him inside the garage, inside his car, in medical distress. So they had to break into the house and they took him out of the car. They set up those blue tents that you were mentioning right outside of his house, outside of the garage, and they began life-saving measures on Fotis Dulos. Now, at one point, his attorney said that he had actually died. His attorney then retracted that statement and said Fotis Dulos did have a weak pulse, and we were here seeing the ambulance and police car following the ambulance pulling out of Jefferson Crossing, going to the Yukon Health Center, carrying Fotis Dulos with a very weak pulse. He was then in critical condition, and then we saw him go off from the helicopter to Jacobi Medical Center. But here, police say they're going to stay here for quite some time. Here's what they say about the investigation.
Today at about 11:54 hours this morning, officers from the Farmington Police Department were asked to respond to Mr. Dulos' residence for a well-being check because he was late for a court appearance today. When officers responded, they could see through a window that Mr. Dulos was sitting in his vehicle and he had obvious signs of medical distress. Officers forced entry and immediately began to perform life-saving measures. Medics responded from the East Farmington Fire Department, Yukon Health, and AMR Ambulance to assist with those life-saving measures. Mr. Dulos was transported to Yukon Health by ambulance, where he is now listed as critical condition.
Police say that they're going to give us another update later on this evening. They say they're going to be down here processing the scene, holding down the fort, trying to figure out exactly what the attempted suicide attempt was. We know that he was inside his car and it has carbon monoxide poisoning, but we don't know if there was any suicide note left or any other sign that could give police a clue into everything that happened at the home this morning. So, of course, we're going to be asking all of those questions when we hear from police next. I'm live in Farmington. Taylor DeCello, Fox 61 News.
All right.